Hello and welcome back to Dragon's Dogma, where today we are going to be doing some Ace Attorney investigating. Because we have to gather evidence for a trial. Also, this guy's got a quest for us.
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else.
Specifically, the quest that I was just talking about.
I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. You've a stake in this, and a right to hear, sir. You know of Fornival, aye?
Yep, I know the man.
He is among the wealthiest of Grand Soren's merchants, though now he stands to lose all. He is accused of a litany of crimes. I would beg a favor, if you've the time. It seems Fornival was as busy in his underground dealings as in his honest work.
Ooh.
His bill of crimes includes bribery, fraud, abduction, the selling of secrets, even collusion with Salvation. The inquest continues as we speak.
All dire accusations.
Should the present tide prevail, he will likely be found guilty and put to death. Opinions are split, however, on the credibility of the present proofs and testimonies. A few days yet remain before the matter is decided. I ask that you go and gather what facts you can. Any proof is welcome, be it evidence or testimony, aught that clearly shows his guilt or innocence. Justice must be done, and for that, we've need of the truth.
Indeed, we have need of the truth. So let's go figure out what the truth is. Hey. Apparently there's quest objectives here. Oh, he's just there to receive the evidence that we have to submit. But what about the person up here? What have you got to do with this trial?
I hear old Fornival is the subject of an inquest. His conviction would bring me no joy, not least for the loss of revenue I would suffer. Arisen, I have a proposition, sir. I've long had dealings with Fornival, and want to believe in his innocence. Pray, take a petition for his acquittal from me, that it may help sway his arbiters.
Okay, so we've got one guy who says, please acquit him because I stand to lose money if he's convicted. That doesn't seem to me like very convincing evidence. So we are going to go ahead and ignore that we ever received that.
Fornival's inquest will not wait for us long.
Well met, sir. We've time aplenty.
Interestingly enough, we've nothing to gain from Fornival's Manor because I've already collected things from there, but hey, we can talk to the guy himself.
Blustering fools just barged in. They hold me prisoner like some common criminal.
Yeah, if anything, you're a noble criminal.
Tis madness and base insult.
Hey guard, I'm doing fine, hope you are too.
You there, you're an able sort. There's time yet before my trial is decided. Pray, arrange for my acquittal however you may. If you see me through this storm, I'll sell to you at cost for the rest of my days. 'Tis a generous offer, eh? Now go, and pray put an end to this farce. I'm eager to be quit of this confinement. Please, sir.
Yeah, I can't complain about how today's going so far, guard. So Fornival's argument against his being convicted are an insistence of innocence, and also,
Well, I hope so.
I'll sell to you at cost if I am acquitted.
Fornival stands trial? 'Tis a pity.
That shock reaction was a little delayed there.
In truth, the man was profligate. His ostentation earned him envy and enmity in equal parts. But he was not the sort of man to seek profit in the misfortunes of others. I will add my name to the petition. I shall pray that his innocence is proven.
All right, so Mr. Churchman's testimony is, from what I know of Fornival, he's not the type to profit in people's misfortune. I mean, sure, that's something, but again, it's not evidence, it's just impressions of the guy. We're gonna need more than just impressions to determine his innocence or guilt. And to that end, the family over here are basically all going to be saying, "Oh, that Fornival guy, he kicked us out of our house for money. What a jerk. Please have him killed."
I've heard tell that Fornival stands trial. None's the pity. I fancy myself the forgiving sort, but I'll not mourn his passing. I'm scarce the only one he's wronged either. The man built his fortune on the backs of honest folk. I'll gladly add my name to a petition if it means no others need suffer at his hands.
I heard of Fornival's inquest. Serves a lot right, says I. I'll sign any petition you set before me if it means he'll hang for what he's done. He deserves no better after what he did to my family.
Fornival's met with an inquest? 'Tis past time the law caught up with that rat. I'll not forget the pain he caused me as long as I live. The caitiff put my house to ruin. I shall sleep better o' nights, knowing no others will suffer the same fate. Let him rot. I gladly commit my name to the petition for his conviction.
Yeah, I gave you a sizable amount of coin so that you could find yourself somewhere new to live. What are you all doing out here in as close to the wilderness as exists in Grand Soren? Shouldn't you have a home? I paid for it. Okay, and by the Fountain Square is actually, if memory serves, not real evidence. And yet, we'll still go talk to the person in question. After ensuring that there are no quests on the Pawn Guild quest board. And yeah, Outlander, this game does have actually a surprising number of good quests. Which wouldn't be nearly as good if they weren't fully voiced.
An inquest, eh? Cheers. I welcome the diversion. I know 'tis improper to say so, but you'll not deny the thrill of awaiting a judgment. Though it's the rare trial that's not decided before it begins, if truth be told. Proofs are easily falsified. Testimony still more so. There's always someone with cause to want one outcome or the other, and the means to ensure it. Which brings me to a very special deal for you, friend. Writs of affidavit for sale at bargain rates. I've statements of varying guilt or innocence. Quite the clever forgeries, these. They always sell well when there's an inquest on. And why not? 'Tis a heady thing to buy a man's guilt or innocence. If you've mistaken the trial's result, you'd be a fool not to. I'll disavow we ever spoke if asked, mind. The choice is yours to make. My prices ebb and flow with the tides of the trial. Still, 'tis a small price for justice.
And I fully intend not to purchase any affidavits because they are forgeries and we intend to see true justice done here.
No interest, friend? Or just too proud to ask? You'll hear no judgment from me. Now, let us talk of business. You be it.
And Renard here actually starts offering a new quest once we have purchased a total of 10 items from him. And thus, I will buy a few things. Like an elongated claw. I don't know that I still need one, but I'll buy one. And sure, we'll get some snake skins. And let's buy shackles. Why can I only buy 5? Because it would overburden me. But we can buy them straight to storage and then use them to make keys. Oh, hey, the rusted longbow. Oh boy, he sells moldy berries and apples. Truly the most appetizing of wares.
Now, let us talk of business. You be it.
Apparently we need to shove a bunch of shovels into this longbow to fully upgrade it.
Now, pray,
And yeah, Outlander, I did get an upgrade to my longbow at the end of the last stream, and it was incredibly welcome. Now let's see what evidence there is for or against Fornival outside the city, because apparently there's something. Up there. Well, we've got an easy way to get there.
There's something drawn on the hill.
And just to be sure, we're going to check whether or not the Wakestone shard has respawned, and it has not. Shame. I would really like to get another Wakestone at some point. Harpies. Snow harpies.
I'll take that. Snow harpy!
It's not one thing, it's another.
It hates fire!
Well, I'm gonna be put to sleep, aren't I?
I'll set its wings ablaze!
No, I'm not.
Now, bring fire!
And hey, a level.
Take my fire!
In lands where men fear to dwell, monsters always fill the void.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
The beasts of these parts are proving a greater challenge, to be sure.
Hey, sir, what's your opinion of Fornival?
Messenger brought word of Fornival's trial. More's the pity. He furnished our arms at quite the favorable rate. We'll be as cats without claws, should he be kept from doing business. I do not know the man well, but I cannot stand idly by and see him convicted. Testimony given in person will carry more weight than a missive. Yet I cannot leave this place. Pray, take one of my men with you back to the capital. He will speak in my place. You do Fornival a service, sir, and us with him. I will send word ahead for a man to await you. Pray, speak to him directly.
But this isn't evidence of his innocence. It's just a testimony that without him, you won't have as reliable a weapons supplier. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not going to do this escort.
The best men in the strongest hold are powerless without supplies to live on.
So that's the guy who we would escort, but again, not gonna do it. It's not evidence. It's just...
Let's have a look at that rise in the land, and maybe ought to harvest.
like, if what we're aiming for is to see true justice done, then taking a guy to say, hey, he gives us our weapons, that's not going to actually be evidence in the trial. It doesn't prove his innocence. It just says it's politically convenient to find him innocent, and that is not true justice. I aim to see true justice done. Truly, this is the highest egg I have found. Also, this fort has seen better days, huh? Anyway, we have found no evidence since starting this quest, but we actually did find some evidence in Fornival's own home quite some time ago. So I'm going to go ahead and use this here Eternal Fairy Stone to get back to Grand Soren.
I've learned a new way to fight.
Tis a port crystal. One can reach it from anywhere with the use of a magic item. Be they man or pawn, tis hard to do aught alone.
If memory serves, if you collect all of the testimonies that the game has to offer for this quest, it ends with Fornival getting convicted. But hey, whatever. Or maybe it ends with him being acquitted, because yeah, there's more people who want him acquitted than want him convicted. In fact, the only people who say he should be convicted are the people whose land, or yeah, whose home he sold the land for. I guess I've been keeping the stuff on my person this whole time, maybe? Ah, yes. I've had these on my person forever. But the gift ledger. The gift ledger is the damning one. And because the gift ledger exists, showing that Fornival has, at the very least, been active in money laundering. That's, yeah, it's the only evidence we have for this trial, and it is evidence of guilt. So while it may be more useful to me for him to be found innocent and thus let me buy Maker's Fingers for cheaper, I am not going to allow such injustice to be done despite the personal convenience of it. No, I will see true justice done this day.
You are to see me for your I speak for his grace. Pray, make your... I would ask you to seek material evidence, testimonies, witnesses. The more proof, the better. The inquest has but a few days remaining. I faith you'll find the truth in time.
So, turns out that actually, yeah, there's 4 things to say, hey, dude should be convicted. 3 to say, hey, he should be acquitted. And then also the escort who would say, hey, he should be acquitted. And I think at least one of those counts for more than one. But you know what? I'm not gonna bother bringing someone here who can't come here himself. So I'll just give all of the things.
Here, I shall see it submitted to the court. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts.
So, yep, that gift ledger shows proof of money laundering. And sure, while Jeffrey says that he's not the type to profit on someone else's misfortune, Pip, Sarah, and Jasper, while they all speak of the exact same incident, which really, why are there 3 things if they're all the same incident? They all say, hey, this guy kicked us out of our home with basically 0 notice because he wanted to sell the land for a profit. Which is direct evidence in contrast to Jeffrey's, oh, he's not the type of person to profit on someone else's misfortune.
There's time yet. You are to pray. I would
But the Chamberlain's affidavit, I feel I am obligated to give that over because, yeah, it's a letter from a foreign official praising Fornival. So, like, that's at least something.
Good. You've brought it here. There's time. You are to pray. I would
And Fiedel was only talking about how he stood to lose money if Fornival was convicted, and therefore he wants Fornival acquitted for that reason and that reason alone. That's not evidence, that's not testimony, that's nothing. That's just, hey, it's financially convenient to me for him to be acquitted. We don't need to submit that. No, sir. We do need to submit Jeffrey's petition, because at least Jeffrey knows the guy personally, so, like, it's a character reference, even if that character reference is immediately contradicted by other evidence we have submitted.
Here, I shall see it submitted to the court. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts.
Outlander, nobody gets at all suspicious in any way regardless of what evidence you submit or how much. It's just a matter of, did you submit it or not? Anyway, all we have to do now is wait. And justice will be done. Shame we couldn't find any evidence of the whole him working for Salvation thing. Or being in league with Salvation. Because that would have been, like, if we could prove that he was...
Salvation is on the tongues of everyone, from peasant to noble.
You know what? That's right. We've got a quest involving Salvation, haven't we? Though I don't think this quest is connected. It's just a way to kill time.
Best make for that alley. This must be where Salvation is. It seems clear that
Which means we need to come back at nighttime. And boy, do we have a bunch of things to do at nighttime, so I guess let's go do nighttime things.
patrons offer post-work notices in the alehouse.
Many's the person comes to drink here.
We actually can check and see how the trial is going by seeing the prices of the forged affidavits.
And why not? If you've my prices ebb and flow with the tides of the trial.
Oh, seems it's fairly even.
Now, pray.
Or maybe the prices just don't update during the day. We gotta wait till the next day to see an updated price.
What will it be today? Understood.
Yeah, Outlander, it is quite distressing to... Oh, no response from Steam. Cool. Love failed connections. Well, thankfully, I still have an internet connection. That much is clearly obvious. But yeah, it is distressing to imagine what Fornival may have done to support the misdeeds of Threenival and Toonival. And the worst of them all, Onenival.
What do you make of this new plan the High Conclave's crafted? I know the aim's to sow chaos, but still, I can't but think it's excessive. Talk is those walking bones have slain 3 of our own. And we're to let such creatures roam the roads?
Aye, if we're so ordered. The rest of the Conclave's design relies on those skeletons to draw off the Duke's attention. I'll grant you their bloodthirst is greater than I thought. 'Tis time to send word to the others. Come, no more doubts about that. You're to begin work under the Conclave soon, no?
Aye, I'm bound for there now. 'Tis my first time. I was surprised at the summons, truth be told. I've not been with Salvation long. I suppose they trust me. I'll not miss the hellish life of a messenger, I'll tell you that.
can't confront or follow one of them.
Well, it seems that confronting or following one of them will be difficult as long as they intend to just stand there. Hey, fellas, how's it going? You doing all right?
You! How long were you there? What did you hear? I'll not hang for something.
They pay a tidy... Let's be civil here, friend. When, like,
I want to grab the guy who ran away.
special bit of merchandise. Well, will you help me put this dark business behind me?
Sure.
Good. Pray, just tell no one it was I what gave you this, eh? 'Tis a key that will allow you into their sanctum. What you do once you're there is your business, though I doubt you'll manage much.
And where, pray tell, is their sanctum? Oh, it's back there, huh? Is that the key that I need to get in through rear passage 2? Or, right, there was like a locked door near there, whatever. Well, hey. Let's go make a mess, shall we?
Speak to any pawn and they will gladly join your service, Arisen.
A fellow Justin, have your pick. Any? What will it be today?
Keeping that ambrosial meat until it goes sour, at which point I will preserve it immediately.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
I'm almost done leveling my ranger vocation. Efficacy is kind of good, but do I want trajectory? Maybe. Yes. Question is, what would I replace? Like, Radiance is the easiest thing to replace, but it's so nice to have. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of debilitating things, so morbidity we just don't need. Oh, but do I want trajectory or precision? Precision is only for arrows loosed whilst in motion. If it made my arrows actually go where the reticle said they would go while I fired holding still, I'd probably be more interested, but let's just grab trajectory.
What will it be today?
Yeah, Garnet has a lot of discipline to spend. Though admittedly, she doesn't have a lot of spells to learn. At least not good ones. Though, fun fact... Well, actually, no. I can't say the fun fact yet because we don't have access to the spell that the fun fact is about. So never mind. No fun facts. Not yet.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again.
We're like to have dealings with the Armory here for some time to come.
Business.
Why am I still using the snag daggers? I'm gonna go sell my daggers and bow that are trash now.
Me, I'm the masterwork.
Yeah, necromancy is a cool spell. I just don't have an obvious place to slot it in.
The masterwork's all.
Well, we've got the money to enhance Moonglow to the... Or, not Moonglow, Meniscus to the maximum, so... There we go for that.
The master come again.
Oh, right, I had things to do in the castle at night, but... Meh. There'll be other nights.
Grand Sorin, the beating heart of all Granses.
So I want to make for Catacombs Rear Passage 2, because that'll put us closer to where we can use our key, I'm pretty sure.
Perhaps aught of interest has washed up.
It looks well deep, Master. Be careful.
So, in we go.
Let's have a look.
Right, bats are not to be ignored in this game. I need to remember this. Been playing a bunch of Resident Evil 4 Remake recently in my free time, and in that game, bats are to be ignored.
This must be the work of a Thomas man.
Garnet, you're a little late on this. Like, I appreciate that you're giving it to me, but maybe next time do it while combat is still going on. Oh. We actually would have been closer had we gone to the entrance that they pointed out. But whatever, nothing wrong with going all the way through the catacombs. Not when we've got quests to slay varying types of undead. We don't have a quest to slay an ogre, but is just a mini ogre. We can manage that. And mini ogre defeated. Oh boy, unspeakable meat. Liquid Vim's a good find.
Don't allow them to swarm.
If monsters appear, let's take advantage.
I've learned new techniques against that foe. They fear the flames. Wreath your weapons
We have
in them.
triumphed.
Okay, so climbing up or just following the path will both take me where... Or wait, if I go this way... Well, there's a skeleton to kill. 2 of them even. But I'm pretty sure there's like a gate blocking... blocking our way back. Yeah, there's a gate. But there's also a chest. A chest containing a piece of armor that I have already gotten multiple instances of.
I'll heal your wounds.
And thus, I shall make no attempt to pick up said item.
Let's have a look.
What kind of bird nests in catacombs? Don't mind if I do.
What's this?
Anytime.
This looks interesting.
Oh. I heard a chest opening and thought it might have been something interesting, but no, it was just the set of salvation robes that we've gotten before.
With holy light.
I'll heal your wounds. It grows with the right skills.
Well, guard, this is a Capcom game. Capcom games are known to have desire sensors.
I'll leave the weak for
It really shouldn't be that surprising that I get what you want and not what I want.
What's this? Let's slay the lot of them with holy magic.
Does it hate fire or light? Make up your mind. I'm missing like 3 HP. Exactly 3 HP. And yet they were taking the time to cast a spell.
I haven't spoken a word. Not a word, I swear it. You must believe me. I had no idea that was the Arisen. How could I? Please.
What do you mean I haven't the key to fit it? I was given the salvation key. This is the locked door. Did I, like, put the key away? No, it's right here. Was I given a fake?
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
This is the exact door that my key is supposed to... Where is the other door? There's no door here in 3rd level. Oh, the key we have is for 1st level underground. Where is 1st level underground? Have I even been to 1st level underground? I have not been to the floor on which the key exists. Or is used, rather. How do I get to the floor on which the key is used? Because the only places that I have seen where a floor can be changed is here, going between 3rd and 2nd. Which means that to get to the 1st level underground, I need a key. So I need a key to use my key, or I need to find a different entrance. So I guess it sucks to be Taggart.
Structure is built from a natural cabin.
Let's have a look. It leads down.
Wait, this is the 1st floor. Why wasn't the map showing us this?
Below.
There. Key used. So it's not that we haven't been to this floor, it's that the map was broken.
Be ready. It comes.
A skeleton comes. I'll imbue your weapon with holy light.
Can I have that holy light? It'd be better than fire here.
Arisen, I am at your side.
Possessed cannot free themselves. Stay close.
Hey, we finally completed the quest to do a bunch of ghost killing. And it didn't even overload my inventory.
Tis a labyrinth in here. I wonder what's inside.
So we got the 4th gem of salvation. Is that further proof that Fornival is guilty? Because it's not the 3rd gem of salvation, nor the 2nd. Not even the 1st. It is the 4th gem of salvation. When Fornival is the man on trial. Clearly, it all fits. Oh, and there's the 5th gem. So 5 Nivol is clearly up to no good.
Anytime.
Oh.
Are you all right, Master?
Here I thought that the gas would have dissipated by the time I started moving, but no. It lasts longer than expected. But hey, we've got a pawn who can clear curses.
There, Master! Skeleton Magi!
What's this?
Skeleton Mage!
That's all?
We have triumphed.
I was not paying enough attention there.
We can like slay it safely from here. I feel we have triumphed.
Ooh, agate. If memory serves, I need a few of those. Oh, there's the 2nd gem of salvation, so Toonival is in on the scheme.
Skeleton Mage comes! Fall before the light!
Where'd that skeleton mage come from? Do they just spawn in the middle of the area here? These things keep on spawning in a place that we have walked past. I do not appreciate that. It feels cheap. Then again, I kind of do appreciate it because it lets us easily farm skeleton mage drops. Oh, 1 Nivol is also up to no good. I think it's only 3 Nivol who we haven't found any evidence against. Oh, even 3 Nivol is up to no good.
I hear a man's voice.
'Tis not over with them, fool. Hurry and find the one controlling them further on. Go and...
Where are you? Oh, you're right here. You doing all right, Taggart? Here, come with me. We'll be good pals, you and I. Oh, you don't want to come with me? Fine, then.
I'll heal your wounds.
Let's lighten our load before we go in there, because I fully expect there to be combat to be had. Though I only need to be at average. I don't need to be any lower, because I'm not going to get any lower. Well, that wasn't a pleasant sound.
Tis an honor to have you come so far to meet us.
Hello, ballsack.
You here seeking the source of the skeletons? Or have you just come to rid us of a few traitors? My thanks, by the by. I see no call for secrets. It was salvation loosed those bone warriors upon the land. They are an experiment, a vanguard. All in preparation for the day of reckoning to come. You shall have an honored place among them, Arisen. Aye, your bones shall lead the march as the Red Dawn breaks.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, actually. And I know this guy's name is supposed to be Balzic, not Ballsack. But, like, his parents had to know when they gave him that name. And now Ballsack has exploded. Which honestly sounds like a terrible way to go. Hey, look, it's the daggers that I bought with lots of money. But, notably, it is not the bow that I bought with lots of money. Where's Taggart gone? Guess he's just not here anymore. Shame this door is locked from both sides. Yeah, Outlander, dropping into fighter for Sinew is my next stop after I finish getting vocation levels for Ranger. Alright, well, I don't seem to have anything else to do here, what with Taggart being gone, so I suppose it's time to leave. We haven't checked out Madeline's new wares. She sells kunai. Oh hey, it's daytime.
Use of a magic item.
Seems this is where the merchants live. It's quite open. Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
These stairs serve as a useful...
Seth, Dragon's Dogma Ace Attorney is going fine. Though, admittedly, we didn't find too much in the way of actual evidence. It's mostly just character testimony.
The catacombs are cleansed of rats, thanks to your effort, Arisen. The roads, too, are all but free from the skeleton warriors. Grancis is safe for the moment. Documents they left behind shed some light on Salvation's actions as of late. It seems the skeletons were an attempt to bolster their numbers, a thought I do not relish. What's more, it was their own members' bones they put to use. Newly joined believers made living sacrifices. They were turned from flesh to living bone by some dark art, all as a part of some experiment. The writings claim that bone warriors wrought from living men are stronger than those come from corpses. Even for a cult of madmen to visit such atrocities upon their own. It is a horror. And one now hopefully at an end. Again, you have my thanks, Arisen. Pray, accept this small token for your efforts.
I feel more familiar with this quest now.
Seth, to be fair, it's more like Ace Attorney Investigations. There's a trial of Fornival, and we had to go collect evidence for his conviction or acquittal. And since we were the ones tasked with collecting said evidence, well, what else are we to call it but Ace Attorney? Ace Attorney Investigations wouldn't fit.
This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys.
You humans certainly do make a lot of expressions.
The scrivener at the Black Cat here can duplicate objects in your possession.
A nightly customer? Oh, we get all kinds in here, Arisen. But how is it your business? Surely 'tis not jealousy steers your questions? Oh, fie, you needn't worry on that account. I have eyes only for the purses of any what pass through that door. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
Oh. Apparently she hasn't gotten new stock in with the gold idol forgery. Maybe the forgery just doesn't give the new stock. I will buy these baleful nails, though. Specifically, I will put them on garnet. And it'll go over that ring of fire res.
You'll find naught but the finest wares.
You selling anything interesting these days?
I'm sure you'll find out.
There was, in the original Dragon's Dogma, something that they pinned as kind of a Monster Hunter crossover type deal, in that they made a bunch of weapons that their aesthetic was inspired by a specific type of enemy, like Zombie Bane, Griffin Bane, Hellfang, a bunch of these. So their aesthetic is inspired by the creatures that they are strong against. And it was supposed to be kind of a Monster Hunter reference, like, oh, you make weapons out of the things that you're good at killing or whatever. And, like, some interesting looks, but unless you're fighting specifically the type of monster that they're good against, they're universally worse than just regular weapons. And even if you are fighting the things that they're good against, I think the best of the best regular weapons still win out, which is really disappointing, especially with how expensive these things are now that it's not just, hey, you can get them for free because it was a thing that we added post-launch. I think it was DLC back then, but yeah, now it's stuff that just costs way too much for how effective it actually is, which is kind of sad. This was also DLC. I used it a lot in my first playthrough because it was just quite simply better than anything else I had access to for a good portion of the game. Despite using a male character. But hey, that's what let me get into the female bandit encampment and be welcome among them.
I'm sure you'll anytime.
Have I maxed my vocation rank, or does it go to 10?
I hear no end of Have your
Are we back? I hope we're back. Have to wait a few seconds to find out if we're back, but looks like we are potentially back. Okay, good, we're back. So yeah, maxed out Ranger, so now it's time to be Fighter for 5 vocation ranks. I don't want to do this, but I kind of gotta. I guess Undulant Black is the best weapon I've got available. And Mark of the Chimera, the strongest shield. Let's actually put some clothing on before anything else. Battle Greaves. Bone plate armor looking like our... Wait, no, Griffic armor. There we go. We get the good stuff. Boy, is it heavy, though. Yeah, I'm not going to wear the Guardian's hood. Kind of weird that a fighter is just unable to wear a red leather hood, but okay. Clearly, this is exactly why I bought these eyeglasses. To match the silver of the Griffic armor. I wish Assailant's bracers looked like they went with anything, because the added strength is always nice. But when all they do is add strength, it's kind of sad. believe I am fully kitted out now.
What will it be today?
Time to store some things. Ambrosial meat hasn't gone sour yet. Need it to go sour. Hey, we made it down into average.
What will it be today? Have your pick. What will it be today?
But now the reason I'm not looking forward to playing fighter here is A, I don't really care about it that much. Like, it's not the most fun class to me. And B, when you're first starting out any vocation that uses different weapons from a vocation that you've used before, you just start with nothing to do. Like, boy, I get a broad cut and skyward lash. That's all. So, like, yeah, I just don't have the ability to function as a character in high-level combat for a decent while. And I feel like that's something that they need to address in the sequel is if we're gonna change vocations at any point beyond, like, early game, give us something to give us a bit of a head start so that we're not just less than a full character for a few levels worth of combat. Well, we don't need trajectory now. Nor damping.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? Understood.
Hey, we actually got to access the server this time. Thanks for again nearly doubling my current amount of rift crystals there, guard. Oh, and a work table. You just gave my pawn a whole table, huh?
It's quite a learning experience.
Yeah, you had to learn how to carry an entire table back here.
I've learned a new way to fight there, Ilk. That peddler in Grand Sorin, Renard. He knew aught of Fornival.
No, Renard didn't know of Fornival. He just knew how to make freaking forgeries that would swing the vote. I'm just real quick gonna figure out where the heck this snakeskin purse is, because clearly my memory doesn't serve. Okay. So where we need to go is... a fishing spot, the Deos Hills, which... Where's the Deos Hills? I need to figure that out before I go anywhere. It's here. So right there is where we can get a snakeskin purse from a fishing spot. Or a fish pool is what they call it, I guess. But that's why I never got it when I was over there. I was only interested in killing the Saurians. I didn't gather from any pools.
Have you equipment to enhance?
Though, hang on, there's other places as well that could potentially more easily get it for us. Like the healing spring at North Face Forest, which we can get to more easily, though we would have to go through harpies and dire wolves. And I'd have to rely on my pawns to do most of the combat, but then again, that could be a decent way to get our vocation level up. Eston Plains, at a fish pool not far from a chest near the outfall of the small creek that runs between Cape Packforge and Grand Soren. Which is Cape Packforge? I think this? No, that's Cutlass Cape. Which is Cape Packforge? Is that like over here maybe? Which would put it somewhere nearby. I don't care. We'll go to the North Face Forest Healing Spring, because that thing about pawns doing stuff to get me vocation levels.
There's something drawn on the hill.
Again, I'm gonna have to ask that you don't kill them all, because I am one of them all. And I would prefer to not be killed. Wow, look at all this damage I don't do. I am basically entirely reliant on my pawns to do any damage here. I should not have done shield summons. Oh, our healer's dead. And so am I. Well, at least our checkpoint wasn't far. Wow, I was one wintry herb away from heavy. Snow harpies.
Arisen, I'm at your
Clearly that was all me. Nobody else contributed to that victory.
I'll take that.
Reindeer Steam Master. Mind you don't slip.
With the next master.
That one!
They're armed, Master.
They attack in quick succession. All begin with a
Hey, we got a vocation rank up. Love to see it.
They're attacking quick succession.
Again, did not mean to do simple summons. I was... kind of wish I could block and also swing my sword, but Dark Souls this ain't. And our healer's down again. And I need to make sure I don't go down with him again. Oh, Garnet's dead. She's our primary damage dealer right now, so kind of need her to stick around. Alright, that went better. Kind of sad I only got one vocation rank out of that, but I'm pretty sure vocation ranks are just based on number of enemies defeated, not quality of enemies defeated.
This cold is a far cry from Cassidus's climb, no doubt.
You may be able to glean material from the boulders of this wood. There's more bloodthirsty than a wolf.
So, Garnet, if you want to set some of these wolves on fire, it would be welcome.
Arisen, I am at your side.
Oh, healer's down. Hey, we actually got a buff. Now I can do respectable damage. Like, not incredible damage, but respectable. Yeah, fire does work well, especially if you hit with it. go. Vocation rank 3.
This'll restore a bit of health.
Leave it to me.
I am close to being a Rift Crystal millionaire, primarily thanks to Guard. Uh-oh, only 2 days left to collect evidence. There's no evidence left to collect.
This looks interesting.
I mean, there's the guy to escort, but I'm not gonna do that. Finish the heal spell, please. Anytime now. There we go.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, Seth, you did get me a good number of crystals, but Guard has done multiple things to get me more, and like, just the last thing that Guard did nearly doubled my total amount of Rift Crystals.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
I'll heal your wounds.
So, yeah, it's primarily Guard. Guard has been responsible for about 3 times as many Rift Crystals as you have, Seth. Not to say what you did was not welcome.
What do you make of this, Master? Shall we enter?
Okay, so somewhere here there is a potential snakeskin purse. And I think that quest that just completed was the one to kill deer. Let's confirm that the deer killing quest doesn't exist anymore. Yep. So I do not need to kill additional deer. Good to know. Oh, ambrosial meat's gone sour. Need to get that. Put it in an airtight flask. I can't double jump anymore either.
This spring will ease our weariness. I'll take that.
So where would the snakeskin purse be at this spring? Surely it wouldn't be in that nest. Because if it is in that nest, it is unreachable. Because I can't double jump. Quite the splat there. Can't double jump and don't have any ranged options. I hate not being a ranger. Or other bow wielder. Hey, got it. Ooh, golden egg. That was worth the blood loss. Somewhere around the north end of the spring, or maybe there's a fishing spot within the pond. Okay. Let's see if we can find some fish in this here spring. Not seeing any fish. Just leaves. Oh, there's fish. Cool, no purse. It's not a guarantee, I guess. Which I guess means we're going way west. For the actual guaranteed purse.
What meaning do you suppose those stones?
Crystal Master.
And while we're here, I should probably put some stuff in storage, shouldn't I?
Is usually more lively.
Wow, stay safe in all that lightning there, guard.
I hear no. Have your pick. Or will it be? What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
Well, it looks like I've got enough hunks of ore to make some skeleton keys.
What will it be today?
There. Nothing wrong with having 16 skeleton keys on my person.
What will it be today?
So now we get Tusk Toss. Should have saved some for deflect. Oh. Bolide's a fun one. Geisel looks really cool. And Fulmination, I mean, it's not amazing, but it exists. Problem is, if I go with any of the really fun spells, they take like 1,000,000 years to cast. Which is a shame. We're not going to be dealing with undead for a while, I hope. And thus, high necromancy should be potentially helpful.
What will it be today? What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. Come again soon.
An inquest, eh? Though there's all writs of that. And why not? If you, my prices have been no, pray.
So his prices are still identical to how they were before. Wait, I was also going to look at the shop and see if I could just buy a significantly better sword. And the answer is yes. Yes, I can. Yeah, I think I'll go with just the strongest raw damage one. And how about shields? Are there just straight up better shields to be had? There's one and it's expensive.
The master works all.
And looks like we can fully upgrade this thing, so might as well just to make it so that I can have a more comfortable time being this vocation.
Have your pick. What will it be today? What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again soon.
And yeah, Outlander, giving Caxton the gold idol makes him sell a lot of really good stuff. Meanwhile, if you give it to Madeline, she sells some of that same really good stuff, but not all of it. And also she sells things to make female pawns look prettier, I guess.
Grand Soren, the beating heart of all Grances.
Okay, so there is a chance that fishing spots along this river here could give us the snakeskin purse. If they don't, we're pretty much stuck going further west.
It's always best we see our foes ere they see us. I've been drenched.
I feel like now I'm at least doing almost as much damage as I was doing as a ranger, but like when we swing so much slower, it doesn't feel as good.
What's this?
I'll take that.
Fish. I spy fish. Please have a purse, fish. No purse. Alright, we're stuck going further west. There's a guaranteed purse there. So we just gotta get there. And I think we actually get there perhaps most easily by going across that way rather than going across and then around. So let's get off the riverbank here, because it's easier to do now than it will be to do later. That said, I believe I spy some fish over there. Yep, I do spy some fish, and also there's a path up right over there, so it's not really that bad. Hey, fishies, one of you should be a purse. If you know what's good for you. Nope. Clearly these fish don't know what's good for them. Oh, but how about here? Are one of you a purse?
Goblins roam in packs.
Goblins do roam in packs. Don't know what it has to do with our current situation, though. More fishies. No purse.
Beware the water's edge, Master. Monsters lurk within the depths.
Okay, now it's time to actually get up on shore.
We'll like to find monsters at its edge.
Wolves hunt in packs.
Monsters may nest in empty pits.
Okay, further westward. There's the shore we're after. So there's some fish spot along this shore that is guaranteed to give us a purse. And I have slipped, but thankfully, I only slipped. I didn't fall. That might be the fish spot in question. That is not the fish spot in question. That could be the fish spot. Okay, Tusk Toss and Flesh Skewer is a nice combo. Very satisfying. But not as satisfying as just watching an enemy's health bar melt to a tenfold shot.
These waters like see a fair number of items swept here from upstream. I shall restore your health.
There's our stupid purse.
Tis a port crystal, Master.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
I see you're hard at work on an errand, friend. Even as long as it's work. Oh, completed the request, have you? Wonderful, wonderful. Here, friend, the wages for your efforts. A pleasure, as always.
Time yet before the inquest is set to start. That peddler in Grand Soul in Renard. He knew aught of Fornival.
I have no idea where to find a leaden globe, but take the quest.
Patrons often host work apprentices in the alehouse.
I'm gonna do something.
I'd imagine one would never tire of
But
this
before I
place.
do it, if I want it to not be ill-advised, there are some things I'll have to do.
What will it be today?
Maelstrom. There it is. Maelstrom is a great spell, does a lot of damage, is basically terrible for use anywhere other than in wide open outdoor areas, because it makes it basically impossible to see anything. But it's also the absolute best spell in the game for getting discipline and leveling vocations. Why is this? Because you put it on your pawn, stand in a particular area within Gran Soren, and once you've got a file to the point where you don't care about angering all of Gran Soren, or if all of Gran Soren is already angered for a reason that occurs potentially later in the game, there will be an infinite supply of guards that come after you, but are unable to reach you. So you just put on whatever class it is you want to have leveled, and have a pawn with Maelstrom sit with you, casting Maelstrom forever, while you just go about doing something else in the real world, like go treat yourself to a nice meal, watch some TV shows, etc. And you just get infinite discipline that comes to you. And the place where you have to stand is right about here. So you just stand here with your pawn up on the ledge with you. And it's free discipline from them just casting Maelstrom at all the guards who infinitely spawn and try and rush you down. Right, I was going to do something before doing this. Are we back? I hope we're back. Looks like we're back. Okay. I don't know why the stream is dropping. Went several months without it dropping, like, at all. But I guess today is just ISP not being nice day or something. And hey, look, Abby is not wearing the traditional princess dress. So yeah, I let our fighter pawn go so that I could get someone who can do physical ranged attacks. So welcome Abby to the team. I should probably also get a new mage, because while Hoyd here is fine, we are 9 levels above him, and therefore we can get better.
I'd hope to serve you. May I pass?
So let's get us a level 40 mage. So what we need is primarily restorative spells. So I want to see high anodyne, high halidom, and high spell screen would also be nice. But can we get one that isn't completely fire specialized like this guy? Honestly, if they don't have any affinities, it's probably for the better. You know what? I can actually change That's what I want. Grand Angle with Thunder Affinity. Not ideal. If it wasn't Thunder Affinity, I'd be into it. I don't like Silentium or Grapnel. They're generally bad spells. Which is a shame because that pawn had actually good stuff other than that. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this one. Vrinia. Let's see how Vrinia does. If Vrinia is not in princess garb or something otherwise that I do not care to look at. Vrinia is tiny, but not offensive.
Yes, Arisen.
So, welcome to the party, tiny character.
Travel with you.
And out we go. Yeah, guard, you're welcome to send those things, as long as Leaden Globe isn't, like, gotten by some interesting quest. If it's just an item that you can find in specific places, I don't mind if you send it.
Well thick, this forest. The wood is uncommon dense, almost as if it means to hide all away. What's that?
Please, don't overdo it. What's that?
You don't want to stand up, do you? Nah, this guy don't want to stand up. Honestly, it's getting dark enough that a lantern would not be the worst thing. I see the medallions, the mist talisman thingies have respawned. Shame I can't reach it. Vrinia, do your job. Hit the thing. The thing, hit it. You, Vrinia. Not you, Garnet. You, Vrinia. See that? It's a thing. Hit it. I'd climb the tree to hit it myself, but game says no. I can climb a Cyclops who does not wish to be climbed. But climbing a tree, that's where the game draws the line. Who in their right mind attempts to climb a tree of all things?
The woman who rests here was once an Arisen like you.
Arisen and Pons share a
You're
rare bond.
not
What's
from
this?
around here.
Isn't the Arisen? What brings you to such a place, sir?
King Bay leaves.
Myself, I've come to rest from my travels, though it seems I've chosen the wrong place for a leisurely stroll. If it isn't the Arisen, that slate you carry looks like aught of value, or scholarly interest at the least. If you want those strange writings read, you best seek a man of letters. A priest, perhaps. Helping the masses is...
Man, today is just not my day, I guess. But, yeah, we missed me saying that, you know, hey, this ancient tablet says dragon's tongue or whatever. Don't we know someone who can read that? And then I jumped off a cliff to hit a missed talisman because I have reduced fall damage. Sure is a shame I can't just whip out a bow and shoot that. Sure is a shame no one here is willing to rip out a bow and shoot that. But I guess we just get to fight this thing, potentially, if it wants to wake up today, with with our minimap not being fully useful. But at least I can hit 2 of the 4 talismans here. Alright, buddy, do you want to wake up today? You do want to wake up today. Oh boy, I do no damage to these amulets. Amazing that Flesh Skewer still works on these amulets. Okay, so Abby, the entire reason that we brought you here is over here. I need you to shoot it. Something tells me we're not gonna... We're not gonna get much help on that one that's high up. Boy, am I glad these amulets have flesh to skewer. Boy, if Abby wanted to shoot the high-up amulet, the only one that cannot be destroyed by anyone other than a ranger type, I certainly wouldn't complain. But no, Abby looks like she wants to climb the golem, when direct attack against a metal golem is folly, as we have heard. Am I seriously gonna have to do the thing? Abby, please shoot the thing. We are entirely reliant on you to get that amulet. Okay, she's shot it at least once. Keep shooting it, Abby. Keep shooting it. No, Abby, you won't. That's not what we need to have happen right now. Ow. What we need from you, Abby, is not to scale it and strike from above, but to shoot the stupid amulet. It's the whole reason you're here. This exact fight is the reason that I play range. Oh, she got it. Okay, so we brought Abby for a reason. I'm glad that that happened. Dang it, Garnet. I need to pick her up. Alright, Garnet, let's... Ow. Get away from this thing. Yeah, no, my first playthrough of this game, I was also leveling fighter when I first encountered this metal golem. So this is just a deliberate repeat of an experience I've had before. Except this time I actually have a ranger pawn with me. That first time I did not. And, well, you can imagine how it went. Well, amulet's broke. Garnet, you will not scale it and strike from above. You are a freaking sorcerer. That is absolutely not your job, even if it was a valid strategy against a metal golem, which it isn't. Brittany, are you gonna help me on this thing? No, you're not, because Brinia's the caster, not the ranger. It's Abby whose help we need on this thing. Did I put away the liquid vim that I found? I didn't. Honestly, just for convenience's sake. Feels kind of bad using it against a metal golem and not something bigger. But, like, keeping my stamina from decreasing for a while when stamina is the thing that determines how quickly I can actually kill this thing. Excuse me, what are walking bones doing here? Okay, there's one more amulet somewhere. Ow. Green Warishes aren't super worth using by themselves. Nuts are not particularly potent, but as far as I'm aware, they don't get better. Oh, they do. They make Harspud. Wait, what do I combine them with to make Harspud stuff? Or wait, no, it's combining with Harspud stuff to make other stuff. Never mind, we don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's another amulet lower down in this direction. So it's probably hiding in the river. Yep, there it is. The final amulet. Oh, our stamina is finite again. But we can grab some fish to help with that. Oh, look, a non-metal golem has joined the fray. Abby, you have 100 kisses. Use that. It's better against single targets that are stationary. Alright, metal golem done. Now to deal with this stone golem. I'm not a class that's very good at this. Oh yeah, I in fact have no abilities that I can use while climbing an enemy, so I'm at my best just staying here on the ground and hoping that at some point someone knocks it down. Well, I guess I'm just gonna climb up on the butt and give it some smacks. Didn't realize heavy attack would force me off the thing. Can I hit the foot? No, I cannot hit the foot. So, climbing up on the butt and just smacking away with light attacks is my best option here. Be nice if we could knock this thing down easily. Hey, we knocked it down easily. It occurs to me that I should be looking to see if the foot is gettable, but it looks like probably not. Because these things always fall in a place where the foot isn't exactly gettable. Oh, it is gettable. Gettable-ish. Problem is, when I tried to flesh skewer it, I got moved. That foot's probably like one hit away from breaking. Or maybe multiple, depending on how much damage has actually been dealt to that shoulder up there. Okay, I think I might have just harmed the foot, if not got it. Okay, yeah, the foot is not got yet. But now it is. There we go. Both flavors of Golem defeated as fighter. Though admittedly, it was probably mostly Abby's work. Outlander, every sword class should get Dire Gouge. It's just a matter of, you know, how much proficiency you have in the vocation. Like, Dire Gouge is not an early unlock. So my hands are kind of tied there. And what, pray tell, are Walking Bones doing here? Like, doing here now, after we already dealt with several of them and a metal golem?
Human bones that move on their own. Anytime.
But no, while yes, we were able to bring down the metal golem and the standard golem just now, I still greatly prefer playing as ranger over fighter. Like, we were too reliant on our pawns for that fight. There wasn't so much that I could do at any given moment. And that's precisely what I don't like about fighter, being so restricted, having the full extent of my ranged options be this. It's just, there's so much that I cannot do. And like, oh yeah, I can block things. That doesn't really matter against bosses, does it? Not a whole lot. What matters more is being able to actually kill the thing. And if you want to be able to actually kill the thing, well, there's a class that can actually more specifically enable that. And it's Ranger. I want to play as Ranger. I don't like Fighter. I just don't. Even the regular Golem, I want to play as Fighter.
Why not bring that slate to a man of the cloth, sir? Don't let me keep you.
There is no need to be so reckless, Master.
Need to find a couple more piggies to turn into X-piggies. You know what? I know where there's a couple more piggies. And it's near another quest that we can do.
It is known as the Shadow Fort, built to ward against a goblin invasion.
Wait, piggies first.
interesting sight from so close.
There we go. The other boars shall be spared.
By the looks of it, it is a grand and sturdy fortress.
I need to get out of very heavy. Ideally, I would also get out of heavy, but I don't know if that's necessarily in the cards. Oh no, that's in the cards. Potentially. Just got to get rid of all this heavy equipment that I picked up. There we go, we're in average. Oh, that's so much better. We've got a quest to kill a Cyclops in here. Where'd you guys come from?
Hobgoblin, 'tis a formidable foe. This looks interesting.
I feel your wounds. Ice is effective.
What's that?
Interesting that they keep their gold near their skull collection.
What's this? What else would you expect with my help?
I fear we'll find something waiting for us. The gate stands open, but I'm loath to
think such a venue
Cyclops. And that Cyclops is exactly what we're here to slay. Yes, goblins are what we need to be careful of here. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. My pawns continue to not notice the giant thing next to the goblins. Oh boy. It's got armored legs. And my pawns are already striking it with lightning. Okay, I've been moved onto an arm. Don't know how that happened, but it did. And yes, Pawn, the helm does protect its eye. If only there was some way to convince it to get that helmet off its eye. If only. But surely such a thing is impossible. Oh hey, his left leg is naked now. And tusk number 2 has fallen. I'll go ahead and snatch it up as I've been told. And there we go. The Cyclops is dealt with. And I don't believe there's going to be anything else here worth dealing with until post-game. At which point, a familiar foe shows up. And hey, look, we just got a really nice magic bow, but I don't like magic archer. And a nice two-handed sword, which I don't like warrior. So I guess I only did this for the quest clear. Which is as fine a reason as any other, but would have liked to get some gear that I could use. But that's not what this file is about, apparently. This file is about getting gear that is entirely worthless to me. That's all I'm allowed to find.
We've time yet before the inquest is set to start. Tis a port crystal, Master. That peddler in Grand Sorin, Renard. He knew aught of Fornable. Seems this is where the merchants live. Tis quite open.
What were you looking at the wall for?
I'm on my way.
Didn't mean to hit the health thing, but...
Remember to save enough for lodging.
Yeah, guard, what I got in the chests near the metal golem were some boots and another of the exact same archistaff that my pawn wields. You know, useful things. Dang, still not even to vocation level 5.
Have your pick, come again soon. Have your pick. What will it be today? Understood.
And we got a leaden globe, a headless icon, a hoe, and a violet concoction. Consuming it as is may not be wise, huh? Thank you, guard.
I brought this back for you. I've learned of beasts. The verdict draws near. We'd best prepare. This looks interesting.
Hey, look, through my own efforts, definitely, I got a leaden globe. Right, it's in my storage. I need to get it out of my storage.
A fellow. Just have your pick. What will it be today? What will it be? Have your pick. Come again soon.
So whoever requested this leaden globe wants to become a statue, huh?
I see you're even in the... As long that much is... Oh, completed the record. Here, friend?
Salvation is on the tongues of everyone, from peasant to noble.
Sir, I need you to read this tablet at me.
A tablet you found in the woods, you say? It has the look of worm speak.
I don't know if my mic picked that up, but if it did, you were just treated to a meow from one of my cats.
I fear for all our research, we've still more questions than answers. I cannot read it, sir. Though now I think upon it, I have heard tell of a man well versed in such ancient texts. A man near the capital. I think it was by Hillfigure Knoll, they said he dwells. It grieves me to have only such muddled hearsay to offer, but perhaps it is worth the journey.
It is, because I've got a port crystal right outside his home.
The tablet is engraved in worm speak. There's something drawn on the hill.
Is there naught you have to show me, Arisen? For I have seen it. A cipher, void of meaning unto itself, but of vital importance. The sign of those bound to the dragon, and through it to one another. Bring it here.
There you go.
That tablet. Then it has presented itself to you as well, Arisen of the present day. I held it once myself, though it knew a different form then. 'Tis the Arisen's bond, an oath given form. It has shown itself to each Arisen in turn since time immemorial, ever changing its guise. Perhaps it is a test of sorts. Though it appears a humble tablet now, it will take on the form best suited to you when the time is come.
And apparently the time has come right now.
Then the Arisen's bond has chosen its form. For you, it is become a ring. Take it. 'Tis the symbol of an oath that will bind you to what you hold most dear. That it chose a ring for its shape stands proof that other people are what you hold most dear.
Or maybe it's proof that I hold loot most dear, because rings are loot.
The one you vouchsafe this ring to will be bound to you most powerfully. Whether that bond will be your shield or your undoing depends upon you. Therein lies the nature of the test.
I've gained quest knowledge.
The Arisen's bond, when given to an NPC, makes that NPC, I believe incontrovertibly, your beloved for the run.
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials.
Oh, hello. Aw, gee, if only I had this earlier, I would already be one down. Nah, defeat the griffin near Hillfigure Knoll. At least that makes certain that there will be a griffin there.
They say the chap. What can I do you for? As you will.
Oh, dang. It's an ice-enchanted two-hander. That was a really good find if I cared about two-handers.
As you will. As you will. What can I do you for? Take care now.
I do need one more griffin pinion to upgrade. I believe it was my longbow. Do I dare? I think maybe I do dare. But first... I believe this is my house. This is my house. Do we have a squatter? We do have a squatter.
I've become human. Have I not? Human. Like you.
Sure, here. To have this, for some reason. I don't think it's herbs, no. I believe it's a juice of some kind.
For brewing ale.
nor do I follow another as I did Gran, as a pawn does her master.
There you go.
This? For me? 'Tis a marvel. I am wondrous glad of it. I feel as if I am just born, newly alive at last, this moment.
Let's not make it weird. I don't need any newborns being my beloved.
What's that?
You've got a quest. What is your quest?
'Tis a fine chapel.
Not you.
No, the trail can't grow cold now. Oh, Father, where are you? What in the Maker's name is the Arisen?
The Arisen is a guy who's had his heart taken by a dragon, and yet continues to live.
No. Who am I to question Fortune's gift? Please help me find my father. He's a gardener in his Grace Duke Edmund's castle. I awoke one morning to find him vanished without a word. It's not like him at all.
So what are you doing in Cassardus, so far away from said castle, where your father lives and works?
I've searched for near on a week now, but found nothing.
Ah.
I beg your aid, Sir Arisen. I've truly nowhere else to turn. Take this. My father will know it on first glance. Maker, speed your steps.
There's something drawn on the hill.
Alright, eyes to the skies. Where's the griffin? The answer is apparently it's not a guaranteed thing.
Placed here by men? For some ritual, perhaps?
And it just can be. Hey, there's Vocation 5.
What's this?
I'm sorry, did I just find some neat daggers by trying to grab something off the floor? Okay, where's the griffin? I need a griffin.
The hill bears the likeness of a warrior who arose against the world. Anytime.
We need to find a bird or something larger. Hang on, I'm going to rely on the Googles to see if there's a way to get this thing to show up or some circumstances that we need to know. Okay. The correct answer is we just need any griffin. It doesn't have to be here. And the reason Hillfigure Knoll is even listed is because it's one of the potential locations a griffin can spawn. we are more likely to find a griffin at the eradication site, which, as we can see, is west of here. And the real best way to clear this quest is to get it in your quest list before doing the griffin hunt for the main story. I need to get rid of more weight. There. Yeah, moving around as if we're light. I haven't come looking for... Well, I have come looking for a fight, but not with you. I came looking for a fight with a griffin. Hey, we got our verdict. We'll have to check that out once we either find or do not find a griffin at the eradication site. Seems we've grabbed the attention of an additional pack of bandits. I'm not going to go for that Cyclops over there. There's no point. I've fought enough Cyclopes in my day. Grenia, can you not chase them that far away?
To that.
Just waiting on the heal.
This uneven footing.
Why have you come?
Strength in numbers, Arisen. The road splits
There's
here.
no way we could have
Be
lost
doubly
to that.
sure of which will see us to our destination. What's this?
I'll take that.
Just letting the pawns grab all the plants.
What's that?
This looks interesting.
Fine, I guess I'll grab this one. Unfortunately, not seeing any griffins overhead.
Seems fairly shallow.
Oh, there's a griffin. Just one, actually, but... how can I convince it to come down? There are no corpses here.
We're easily spotted out on the open plains.
Well, there are corpses. There's no things to turn into fresh corpses. And unfortunately, since the music stopped, and it's flying away, I don't think there's any way for us to... Yeah, it's gone. Well, now there's cows. If I'd come from this side, we would have been fine. But yeah, we are not going to get that griffin. As much as I would like to, it's gone. It's part of why griffins suck. You need to convince them to come down to actually fight you.
Tis a port crystal, Master.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold? Be they man or pawn, 'tis hard to do aught alone. Seems this is where the merchants...
Alright, let's see whether Fornival gets acquitted. Based on the evidence we've submitted.
Order! I will have order!
You already had it. Everyone was dead silent.
This inquest has its conclusion. Fornival Frescobaldi, in the name of His Grace, Duke Edmund Dragonsbane, the court hereby proclaims its verdict. Guilty. Whereas you have deceived your fellow man to sate your avarice, the court sentences you to life imprisonment.
Well, hey, that's better than the...
Inquest is hereby ended.
Better than the sentencing to death that could have been. And that they were talking about.
Also, some weapons can be further enhanced with their aid.
Hear ye, hear ye! His Grace, Duke Edmund as himself, recognized the great feats of...
I heard tell our castle worker was in league with bandits, but the guard caught wind of the scheme, and he confessed to all not long after.
Seems traitors lurk beyond every shrub and henge of late. Does the Arisen's might know no bounds? Do we witness...
Alright, let's go turn in this quest. And then call it a stream.
Well met, Arisen. How may I aid you, sir?
I don't know, you're the one who had a quest thingy.
You seek a wayward gardener? I fear I'll be little help for your cause. Yet hold a moment. We had cause to interrogate a castle laborer some days past. Our spies learned of a plot wherein secrets of state were leaking to a gang of bandits. I believe the workman suspected of this sedition is in our custody still. I fear that's as much as I know, sir. That I could aid you further.
And hey, let's see what's become of Fornival's manor. With him gone. Guess his daughter is also not hanging around, even though she probably should still have a legal claim to this place.
word of Fornival's verdict has come. He was judged guilty. It was a fair trial and thorough. Justice was done, thanks in great part to your efforts. I am not without pity for him and his house, but such are the wages of wickedness.
Indeed.
And for you, sir, the wages of diligence. Take it with my thanks. Many within the castle praise your bold deeds of late. I pray such good works continue apace. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray, make your choice, sir.
None for now.
In that case, inform me at once when you might accept a task. The weight of duty lies heavy on your shoulders. Never forget it.
Oh. Oops. I guess the conspirators is not doable following the verdict being delivered. But whatever. That doesn't matter. That quest doesn't matter. Because at this point, I can't do every non-notice board quest anyway. So I think I'm just going to care primarily about doing the main quests and whatever else fits into my schedule. But that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back on Thursday for more Dragon's Dogming, where we'll assist Mercedes and possibly also find a lost item. See you then, friends.